You know what day is? Motorhome Monday. Right. Before we crack on with the questions, tomorrow I am starting my trek north to head to Scotland. I'm not going to get there in one day. I'm going to stop off somewhere and then continue on the next day into Scotland. So Wednesday I should be in Scotland. Wednesday evening probably, maybe Thursday. And I should be there for a couple of weeks, and I cannot flipping wait. Oh, it's gonna be great. But what I want to ask you guys is, if you've got any park up locations that you think I should have a look at, then drop them in the comments below. If you've got any really secret spots that you don't want to share with everyone, I totally understand that. I get that. Everyone has a few spots of their own. But if you still want me to have a look at them, and you'd be kind enough to let me have a look at them, if you want to drop me an email of that spot, I will not share it with anyone. I'll just have a little look there, and then I'll send you an email back saying, hey, thanks. If you've got any pubs, cool restaurants, cool cafes, places I should eat, places I should check out, any seafood, any of that, all the Scotland goodies, just drop them all in the comments below, and then I'm going to work my way through them today and tomorrow, and then when I park up the next couple of days, and then I will be bringing you lots and lots of content, hopefully. So I cannot wait. If there's any by water as well, they would be even better, because I've got my fishing rod, I've got some lures, I got some bait, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. I sound like a big kid at Christmas, or when I'm waiting for chicken wings and food. I can't wait. Oh, I do want to say about naming. We was talking a couple of Mondays ago about naming the motorhome. I've got a few in mind, and I'm going to put a post up, maybe do a poll or something, and then we'll have a little look. But I've got a favourite. I don't know. We'll put a poll up of my 3 favourite, and then we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. But I haven't forgot about it. First question. Did you ever get your step fixed? Funny you should ask. I've just had it fixed. It was in last Friday's vlog. Kev from Wandering Womble, he fixed it. He took it off when did we meet up? Oh, he took it off a while back, and then he's done a whole video which I'll link to up here of how he fixed it and what he done. But he's done everything, re-welded it, sprayed it all up nice. Oh, it's brilliant. And then it's now back on the motorhome, and it looks great. So I'll link to Kev's video now, and then I'll link to my video where you can actually see it all fitted and in its glory. But yeah, cheers for that, Kev. You're a diamond. It's a bit warm today. Oh, hell no. A rat just... I'm on an industrial estate, and a rat the size of a small badger just went past. It's broad daylight. What's going on? That was huge. That's what she said. Alright, next question. Getting sidetracked very easily here. Very easily. Next question. Having recently been in hospital for an operation, the commenter, not me, I'm fine. With an operation with a week for recovery, it got me wondering what arrangements van lifers would do if this happened to them. Touch wood, it doesn't. First and foremost, hope you're fine. Hope you're all recovered and all good and that. You know. What would I do? So I've got a few options. I've got 3 options really. So first is family. Go back to the family house. Go run into mum, I suppose. Get my brothers to help me and that. I've got friends, which would be more than happy to help if I was in need. And then I've got the other option of, if this is on the case that I can actually recover with myself, like I'm not incapacitated, and if that was the case, then I'd go to a hotel. I could always go to a hotel. I have got a fund of money put aside for emergencies, and I would say that would be an emergency if I couldn't stay anywhere. If I couldn't stay out of my family's or my friends, for whatever reason, be it COVID or from some other reason, then I'd check into a hotel. Not wishing that would happen, not planning. I can't stay at the Ritz-Carlton, for instance, but yeah, I've got a fund there ready if something did happen. So it's not a foolproof plan, but it's a plan to start with. Next question. Have you recently changed your camera? Yes, I have. I've now got the Sony ZV-1. I did have the Canon G7X Mark III, but I sold that. And now I've got the vlogger cam. The camera that all vloggers need. That's what they sell it as anyway. And yeah, it is pretty good. I mean, I like the quick autofocus. I mean, like, I've got my GoPro here, so if I just put that there and it'll be, boom! Ha-ha! Really quick autofocus. Woohoo! And then back to my beautiful face. So yeah, I have changed my camera. Next question. Do you have a blog? If so, what website do you use, and do they charge monthly or yearly? I have a blog, a website, theopenmotorhome.com, and it runs on WordPress, which is free. I have to host it, but yeah, apart from that, the WordPress is very easy to use, very easy to set up. There's loads of plugins, loads of themes, and yeah, really good. I love it. So head on over to my website, see what you think. Next one. Question regarding driving licenses. If you pass your car test post 1999 and you are limited to 3.5 ton motorhome, as you have a HGV license, do you get C1 entitlement to allow you to drive a motorhome over 3.5 ton, or are you still limited to 3.5 ton, even though you can drive a 44 ton lorry? No, I don't want to mess this up because I'm a professional driver and I should know about licenses. But I can drive anything. I just can't drive a PSV, a bus or a coach. I can't drive them because I haven't got a license. I can't drive like tractors and agricultural things. But I can drive big vehicles, heavy vehicles, as long as they're within regulations. So I think I'm allowed to drive like a 100-ton vehicle, as long as it's up to spec for the vehicle. So it's not like 100-ton in weight on a 44-ton truck, because that would be running very, very overweight, and obviously wouldn't be built to stop and built to go and built it would break. See, I'm if I do get a motorhome in the future, another motorhome in the future, when I change this one, I think I will go bigger than 3.5 ton. I think I'll go to the 4.5, 4.8, something like that. So it's just I've got bags of weight to use. Next question. How do I secure the door of my motorhome at night? Are there any extra security features that I can buy just to secure the doors? Cheers. Yeah, you can get them. You drill into the side of the door, the frame of the door on the outside. Then there's a bolt, a bar that goes across the door. I have looked at them, but I think my frame's just a little too thin, so you wouldn't get the bracket behind on the inside. There are bigger locks, better locks. You can do them. I mean, I've seen people put deadbolts on at the bottom and a lock at the top and lock at the bottom. But I say this all the time. You put in big locks, chunky locks, bars across the door, all that. First and foremost, if there is any problems or fire or anything, you've got to get out. So don't lock yourself in that much that you then have trouble getting out in an emergency. Don't want that to happen, but have to think about it. And secondly, so you've got all these locks. You could go spend, even if I gave you £1,000 and said, hey, go buy all the locks you want and put them all on and you don't have to pay me back. That's great. still plastic windows though, isn't it? So unless you're going to put grills and bars over all the windows, you're just securing that one entrance. There's still another entrance here, one behind you, one at the kitchen, and I mean, these could take probably quite a brick thrown at them, and they probably bounce once or twice, unless the corner hit it or something. But let's just say, I mean, these career criminals that you're probably thinking that are going to break in, they know what they're doing, so they probably wouldn't go for them windows. If they really wanted to get in, they'd just throw a brick through your window, through your driver's door, driver or passenger's door. If they want to get in, this is the point. People that want to get in and that is their job, being a criminal, know how to do it. Which, you know, I'm probably not providing reassurance with you for you, but I would just make it. I would put some like extra things in, you know, steering wheel locks. You know, I've got the cameras and it says CCTV recording, so I would do that, and then I would also just. I'd get something that's an alarm. What am I doing? What am I grabbing there? An alarm that makes a lot of noise. You want something that just short, sharp, woo! Because as soon as it brings attention to the vehicle, they don't want to be here for long. They want to be gone. They don't want any noise around them. So, but bottom line is, if someone wants it, they're going to get it. That was quite a long way around the houses, that was, wasn't it? Last question. Has your solar ever failed to keep up with demand, resulting in your batteries completely running out of power? If so, does this damage the batteries? Yes. Don't get me wrong, if I really needed the power and I was doing something and I really wanted it, and I had to use it for whatever reason, then I'd just use my batteries until they went dead, you know, until they're empty. I really, really, really wouldn't recommend it, because you will kill your batteries. Lead acid, minor lead acid, leisure batteries. You shouldn't go below 50%, really. If you do, they need to be charged up pretty quick, because you're damaging the cells. That's what I've learned. I'm learning. Have I ever run out of power? Has my solar not been able to keep up with the demand? No, not really. I wouldn't be running like the Instapot in midwinter, don't get me wrong, because I wouldn't be able to keep up. I could use it. I've got enough power to use the Instapot, but then it would probably take me in midwinter. It could take me ages, to 3-4 days, to replenish all that power used. So I wouldn't then be able to use other stuff in the meantime. But normally, to be fair, I don't use that much power. And I store quite a lot of power in power banks and the Power Oak. Yeah, so I'm usually pretty good for power. I don't usually go below probably 85%. So, because I've got the BMV and it can tell me how charged my batteries are. And I'm usually always around 85%, and it's charged up by midday, you know, most days. Right, that's all the questions for this week, guys. If you've got a question for next week's Motorhome Mondays, drop them in the comments below. If you've got some goodies for Scotland that you want me to check out, and I'd be ever so grateful that you did, drop them in the comments below, or send me an email at Darren, DARRAN, at themotorhome.com. If you want to send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, feel free to, and I will catch you guys next week from Scotland. Yeah, baby! Take it easy. Bye!